Welcome you all. Myself, Assistant Professor Varsha Tambe from Kekewa College of Pharmacy, Nasi. Today, we are going to discuss topic concept of health and disease. So, what is health? A state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being, and not merely the absence of disease or infirmity. This definition is given by WHO in 1948. What is another definition of health? The extent to which an individual or group is able to realize aspirations and satisfy needs and to change or cope with the environment. This definition is also given by WHO in 1984. So what is concept of health? Understanding of health is the basis of all the healthcare. Health is not perceived in same way by all the members of community, including various professional groups like biomedical scientists, social scientists, health administrators, and ecologists. This will giving rise to confusion about the concept of health. Health has evolved over the centuries from the concept of individual concern to a worldwide social goal. The various changing concepts of health are biomedical concept, ecological concept, psychological, psychosocial concept, and holistic concept. Let us see the concept one by one. First is biomedical concept. Traditionally, health has been viewed as an absence of disease, and if one has free from disease, then the person was considered healthy. This concept, known as the biomedical concept, has the basis of germ theory of disease. As you can see in this diagram, microorganisms enters in the human body and can cause illness or disease. This model focuses on physical processes, for example, pathology, biochemistry, physiology of disease. The medical profession viewed the human body as a machine, and disease is an outcome of breakdown of machine. And one of the doctor's tasks was to repair that machine. This concept this concept do not consider role of environment, social and cultural determinants of health. So there are some criticism for this biomedical concept. First is, according to biomedical concept, one factor, that is only germ, is responsible for illness, and other factors which contribute to the illness are not considered. But it has been seen that some of the health problems such as accidents, nutritional deficiency disorders, mental disorders, disease due to environment pollution also occurs. Even germs also get an opportunity to multiply and thereby cause disease. It get appropriate environment inside the body to grow. Next concept is ecological concept. So deficiencies in the biomedical concept gave rise to the other concepts. Ecologist gives the ecological concept of health. As an urban planning term, ecological health refers to the greenness of cities, meaning composting, recycling, and energy efficiency. From ecological point of view, health is viewed as a dynamic equilibrium between human being and environment, and disease a maladjustment of the human organism to environment. According to Dubos, health implies the relative absence of pain and discomfort and a continuous adaptation and adjustment to the environment to ensure optimal function. So, You can see in this diagram there are ecological services or ecosystem services are there, and direct driver of change to these ecosystem services. First is provisioning, that is food, water and fiber. Second is regulating the ecosystem, in that climate regulation, water and disease. Third is cultural services, in that spiritual, aesthetic, recreation and education. And fourth one is supporting, that is primary production and soil formation. But what happens, these direct drivers of change can lead to change the ecosystem, okay, or they directly affect the ecosystem and they will disturb the ecosystem, and there is imbalance in the environment is there. Okay, so what are the direct drivers of change? First is changes in local land use and cover. Second is species introduction or removal. Third is technology adaptation and use. Fourth is external inputs like fertilizer use, pest control and irrigation. Fifth is harvest and resource consumption. Sixth is climate change. And seventh is natural, physical and biological drivers, in that evolution and volcanoes. So there are some criticism to ecological concepts also. Ecologists have considered the external environment of human being, but internal environment is also responsible for disease. For example, genetic inheritance, hemophilia and mental retardation. Next concept is psychosocial concept. Health is not only a biomedical phenomenon, but one which is influenced by social, psychological, cultural, economic, and political factors of the people concerned. Psychosocial health consists of mental, emotional, social, and spiritual dimensions of what it means to be healthy. Psychosocial health is the result of complex interaction between a person's history and his or her thoughts about and interpretations of past and what the past means to it. Psychosocially healthy people feel good about themselves, feel comfortable with other people, they control tension and anxiety, they are able to meet the demands of life, curb hate and guilt, they maintain a positive outlook, they having value diversity, they always appreciate and respect nature, and they enrich the lives of others. Psychosocial concept mainly includes mental health, emotional health, social health, and spiritual health. The first one is mental health, that is the thinking you, thinking or rational part of social health. Mentally healthy people tend to respond to life's challenges constructively. Irrational thinking may indicate a poor mental health. What is emotional health? The feeling you. The feeling or subjective side of psychosocial health that includes emotional reactions to life. Emotions are intensified feelings and complex patterns. For example, love, hate, frustration, anxiety, and joy. Next is social health, that is interaction with others. Aspects of psychosocial health that includes interactions with others, ability to use social supports, and ability to adapt to various situations. It includes social bond and social support. Next is spiritual health, an inner quest of well-being, a belief in a unifying force that gives purpose or meaning to life, which is meant by spiritual health. It is a sense of belonging, a feeling of connection to other people, to nature, or a god or other higher power. So, there are various factors which are psychosocial health. First is family. It includes dysfunctional families. Then children raised in dysfunctional families may have harder time adapting to life and run an increased risk of psychosocial problems. Next factor is the macro environment. Drugs, neighborhood crime, threats to safety, injury, then school failures, unemployment, financial problems, and natural disasters also play a role in increased risk of psychosocial problems. All these factors are included in the macro environment. Next factor is self-efficacy and self-esteem. Self-efficacy means belief in one's ability to perform a task successfully. Next is self-esteem. It is sense of self-respect or self-worth. Next is personality. In general, people who possess the following personality traits healthy. First is extroversion. Second is agreeableness. Third is openness to experience. And fourth is emotional stability. So there are various characteristics of psychosocially healthy and unhealthy people. So as you can see in this picture, psychosocially unhealthy peoples have no zest for life. They laughs but usually at others and has little fun. Had serious bouts of depression, down and tired much of time as suicidal thoughts are there. A challenge to be around, socially isolated. Then they experiences many illnesses like headache, body pain. They get cold and infections easily. Okay. They also shows poorer coping than most, often overwhelmed by circumstances, has regular relationship problems, find that others often disappoint, tends to be cynical, critical of others, tend to have negative or critical friends, lack of focus much of the time, hard to keep intellectual acuity sharp, quick to anger, sense of humor and fun evident less often. These are the characteristics of psychosocially unhealthy person. Where psychosocially healthy peoples are work to improve in all areas, recognizes strengths and weaknesses, healthy relationship with family and friends, capable of giving and receiving love and affection, has strong social support, may need to work on improving social skills but usually no major problems, has occasional emotional dips but overall good mental or emotional adapters. They also possess a zest for life. They are spiritually healthy and intellectually thriving. They have high energy, resilient, enjoys challenges, and they are focused. Their realistic sense of self and others, sound coping skills are there. They are open-minded peoples. They adapt to change easily, sensitive to others and environment. They had strong social support and healthy relationship with family and friends. Fourth concept is holistic concept. The holistic model is a synthesis of all the above concepts. It recognizes the stronger of social, economic, political, and environmental influences on health. The holistic approach implies that all sectors of society have an effect on health, in particular agriculture, animal husbandry, food, industry, education, housing, public works, communication, and other sectors. The emphasis is on the promotion and protection of health. That's it from the concept of health and disease. Thank you very much.